Listen closely. There's something most men miss entirely. It's not about games or strategies, it's about understanding yourself first. Women aren't chasing confused men, they chase clarity. If you want to know what that means, subscribe now. We're going deep today. Let's start with something uncomfortable. You've probably tried everything, working harder, looking better, saying the right things, yet nothing really changed. The truth sits somewhere you haven't looked. It's not about becoming someone else, it's about becoming someone real. Female psychology isn't mysterious, it's actually quite logical. But the logic isn't what you think. Women don't chase status the way you imagine. They chase stability, not the kind you buy, the kind you already are. There's a fundamental difference here. Most men confuse external achievement with internal character. You can have everything outside, but if you're broken inside, she knows. Women have incredible radar for this. They sense fragmentation. They sense desperation. They sense a man playing a role and they run. Not because you weren't good enough, but because you weren't real. Here's what changes things. Stop trying to be attractive. Start being honest. This sounds simple, but it's the hardest thing most men ever do. Being honest means looking at yourself. Really looking. Not the version you tell yourself at night. The actual version. The one that makes you uncomfortable. You have weaknesses, fears, insecurities. Every man does. The difference is what you do with them. Some men hide, some men fight, some men accept. Acceptance is where the power lives. This is where female psychology shifts. When a woman sees a man accepting himself, something happens. She feels safer, not safer from him, safer with him. There's a massive difference. A man hiding his true self creates anxiety. She never knows who she's really with. Her nervous system stays activated, always scanning, always questioning. It's exhausting. A man comfortable in his own skin does the opposite. His calm becomes contagious. His acceptance gives her permission. She can relax. She can be herself too. This is attraction at the deepest level, not surface level, not chemical level, psychological level. It's about feeling seen and safe simultaneously. That's rare. Most men don't offer that. They offer performance, entertainment, temporary excitement. Those things fade fast. What doesn't fade is realness. Think about the men women actually pursue, not the ones they date because they're available, the ones they actively chase. What do they have in common? Certainty about who they are, not arrogance, certainty. There's a crucial difference there. An arrogant man needs constant validation. He's performing for an audience. A certain man already validated himself. He's not looking for approval. He's looking for partnership. Women feel this difference immediately. It changes everything about how she perceives you. But here's where it gets deeper. Female psychology is tied to survival on a biological level. Evolution built women to assess stability, not financial stability primarily. Psychological stability. Can this man handle pressure without cracking? Can he stay grounded when things get difficult? Can he lead without collapsing? These questions run beneath the surface. You won't hear her ask them, but she's constantly asking. This is why confidence matters, not fake confidence, not pumped up forced confidence, actual confidence, the kind that comes from knowing your values and living them regardless of consequence. When you know what you stand for, something shifts. You stop chasing her approval. You stop monitoring her reactions. You stop adjusting yourself based on her mood. And paradoxically, that's when she starts chasing you. Female psychology responds to this. She's wired to be attracted to a man who knows his direction, not because of ego, but because it signals stability. It signals he won't fall apart if she has a bad day. It signals he won't blame her for his emotions. It signals he's secure in himself. This is foundational. Without this, nothing else matters. You can be physically attractive, successful, charming. But if she senses you're fragmented internally, she'll keep distance consciously or unconsciously. Her nervous system won't allow deep connection. The body keeps score. She'll feel it before she thinks it, and she'll pull away. Now let's talk about what happens when you get this right. When you're genuinely secure, when you've done the internal work, something remarkable occurs. You stop being needy. Not in the obvious way, in the subtle way that matters most. You stop reaching out desperately. You stop over-explaining yourself. You stop trying to convince her of your worth. You simply exist, and that's magnetic. Women are attracted to men who don't need them. This sounds harsh, but it's true. Not men who are cold or unavailable. Men who are complete without them. There's radical self-respect in that. It's incredibly attractive because it means if she's with you, it's a choice. Not a necessity, not a dependency, a genuine choice. That's what women chase. Men who add to their life, not men who depend on them for validation. The difference is everything. Let's examine what most men get wrong. They think attraction is about making her feel special. So they chase. They pursue relentlessly. They prove their worth over and over. But this backfires. She feels the neediness. She feels the desperation beneath the gestures. Female psychology reads this as weakness, not moral weakness, psychological weakness. It signals you don't value yourself enough. If you don't value you, why should she? The math is simple, but most men never do. Instead, they blame her. They say she's playing games. She's not interested in nice guys. She wants toxic men. But that's not the real issue. The real issue is you were seeking her validation, and that's unattractive. Toxic men get something right by accident. They don't seek validation from women. They're self-contained, sometimes to a pathological degree, but the core principle works. A woman wants a man who's already whole, someone she can add to her life, not someone she has to complete. This is where self-respect enters. Real self-respect isn't about bragging, it's about boundaries. It's about knowing your worth and refusing to compromise it. When you have this, your entire energy changes. You stop accepting crumbs. You stop settling for half measures. You stop pretending mediocre treatment is acceptable. And this is exactly what attracts quality women, not the ones looking for someone to chase them, but the ones looking for someone equal, someone grounded, someone secure. Female psychology gravitates toward men who respect themselves because self-respect indicates self-knowledge, and a man who knows himself can provide real leadership, not dominance. Leadership. The difference matters. Leadership means responsibility. It means stability. It means she can trust you with her vulnerability. Most men never reach this place. They're too busy seeking her validation, too busy trying to convince her, too busy performing. The men who do reach this place, they don't even have to try. Women come to them not because of looks or money, because of character, because of realness, because of the safety that comes from being with someone secure. Let's be clear about something. Understanding female psychology isn't about manipulation. It's about understanding truth. The truth is, women respond to character, to stability, to groundedness, to authenticity. These aren't tactics. They're principles. When you operate from principles, everything becomes easier. You don't have to remember what you said. You don't have to track your stories. You don't have to perform. You just are. And that authenticity is impossible to fake long term. Women know this. Their intuition is built on sensing incongruence. She'll know if you're acting. She'll feel it before she confirms it logically. So, the answer isn't to be someone else. It's to be more yourself, but a better version, a more conscious version, a more grounded version. This requires work, real internal work, looking at your patterns, your fears, your limiting beliefs, your wounds. Most men avoid this. It's uncomfortable, it's vulnerable, it's not fun, but it's necessary because without this work, you're just another confused man seeking approval, seeking validation, seeking completion from women, and women can't build a life with that. They can date it temporarily, but they won't chase it. Now let's talk about purpose. Female psychology is also attracted to direction. Purpose isn't about making money. It's about knowing what matters to you and organizing your life around it. A man with purpose is magnetic, not because he's ignoring women, but because he's focused, because he's building something, because he has vision. This is primal. Women are wired to be attracted to men who are building, creating, growing. It signals viability. It signals he won't stagnate. It signals he's moving forward. A man stuck in place is unattractive. No matter his charm, a man in motion is magnetic, even if his charm is minimal. So the question becomes, what are you building? What's your vision? What matters to you? If you can't answer these questions, start there. Not for her, for you, but understand as you build, as you grow, as you develop purpose, women will naturally gravitate toward you. It's not a conscious choice on her part. Usually, it's instinctual. She sees a man going somewhere and something inside her responds. This is female psychology at work. It's biological, it's psychological, it's real. Most dating advice misses this entirely. It focuses on tactics, on what to say, on how to text, on when to call. Those details matter infinitesimally. What matters is who you are. What matters is your stability. What matters is your direction. What matters is your realness. Get those right, and the other details handle themselves. She'll make excuses to see you. She'll initiate contact. She'll chase you, not because of games, but because you represent what she's looking for: a stable partner, a real person, a man who knows himself. This is what women actually want. Not excitement primarily, stability with depth, excitement with safety, growth with direction. A man who's secure enough to let her be herself. That's the holy grail. Most men never figure this out. They're too busy being something else. The men who do, they have women choosing them, actively choosing them, pursuing them, because these men chose themselves first. That's the foundation. You can't build anything without choosing yourself. Not in a selfish way, in a grounded way. You can't be the man she wants if you don't know who you are. You can't inspire her if you're lost yourself. You can't lead her to partnership if you're following her approval. So, the work starts with you. The work is becoming the man worth chasing. And here's the thing. Once you do this work, once you become grounded, secure, and purposeful, women will chase you. Not all women, but the ones that matter, the ones with substance, the ones looking for real partnership. Those women will recognize what you are, and they'll pursue it. This is the principle you need to understand. This is female psychology distilled to its core. Women chase men who are already whole. Men don't chase women. They become the man worth chasing, and then women show up. It's that simple. It's that profound. Now you know. The question is what you'll do with this knowledge. Will you chase or will you become? The answer determines everything. Thank you for listening. If this resonated with you, subscribe now for more on understanding yourself and attracting real connection. The journey begins with you choosing you.